Hello and welcome back to fishing in the North Atlantic. So we've arrived. It's taken me, I don't know, 16 in-game hours, probably an hour or two actually in real time to get up here. That's because I've got a full load in my boat and yeah, probably on average 8 to 10 knots all the way. We're actually passing by quite a big tanker or something, so we need to get around this seawall and get in there somewhere, I think. So we'll get a discovery for this port shortly. Iceberg, that ship is called. Nice. Very nice. Had a bit more complicated buoy system coming into the harbour, so I probably broke all the rules, so thank goodness port patrol is off. Right, I can see it just there. I don't know if you can see the cursor. It's just flashing purple. So we've just got to go the other side of this pier. So we're going to sell this fish. I'm not going to cart it around anymore. We'll just sell it for whatever it is, and hopefully get paid this 50 grand, 50 G's. So we might make over 100 grand. Going to have a look. What's my total money at the moment? What's my ledger? It's loans. I'm sure it says I have to check when we're back in the still says the fish is fresh, so it's not as fresh as it was. I've left the door open for the whole journey. Looks like we'll just go straight in alongside this end bit of the pier. I suppose if you've got different bigger boats there'll be different locations. Some of these are quite big zones though. Still haven't had the discovery of the port yet. I'm literally right on top of it. There we go. Big B is discovered. So I'm glad I didn't try and record that for the last video, although you got a fair bit of it. The sun rose about sort of 7:45 AM, something like that, so it was a good couple hours in game in the darkness still. Looks like I can get in this little circle though for the mission. There we go. Right, fish on board. 70. Yeah, because we had 23, didn't we? And then I spent 3 on the autopilot. So that's paid us our 50 grand. And it's about the same price, 21 something, so 52 grand. So we now have 121. Now I can pay off the 70. I'm just wondering if that's going to leave us enough I should do. Okay, let's pay that off. So now we're debt free. We've got 51,000 left. Let's refuel the boats and repair it. Undamaged, good. So we use about 300 fuel. Okay, let's go to the town and get any tips. They're all paid ones, so I don't need to do those at the moment. Right, so I'm gonna basically just rig for deep line again. I'll do another tuna run. Let me have a look though at shipyard. Keep doing that. Available rewards. No Yankee and Scar. 4.9 million. There we go. Use what's that? Oh, this is for crabbing. Snow crab. Crab pots 50. Nice. Oh, we can spin the ships around. I didn't realise that. Let's say 360 in the corner, of course. And you can walk around a good portion of the the decks of the ship. So yeah, it does 20 knots. And it does lobster pots. Nice. Okay, not going to buy any of those. Interesting to look though. Haven't seen the one. Oops, so the rigging, we're still equipped for that, so I don't need to do that. I need to bait my deep lines. I was just thinking we could do swordfish. Let me just see what the price. The tuna's normally a lot more. Tuna's 30 and swordfish is 18. It's about double almost. Although I haven't been getting those prices. Again, they're saying that it's 30 and they only paid me 21. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the prices because I can't buy fish. I mean, if that was a sell price, but you're not buying it, it's like surely that's the price. Oh, I know what it is. I'm on the hard setting, and I think that's 30% less for fish, or something like that. So yeah, that will be what it is. That's why I'm getting less. But then makes it a little bit awkward to calculate it. Right, let's have a look at the shop. Well, actually, before I do that, let me bake the... Right, so we'll go for tuna again. So I need the green one. Bait with herring. It's not much money, between 15 and 30 for each bit of bait. Okay. So let's have a look. Just wondering whether, I don't know if my ship can take more crew. We'll come back to that in a sec. So Restock crew house. Right, let me upgrade the radar. It's only 5,000 for improving that. We'll do that. I'm not going to improve the fishing quotas. We're fine. We've got the autopilot. We've got the like the buoys. That's what I need. 4,000 for flag and beacon. So we'll do that. It's 9,000. Now the fish sonar, I've got that one. Oh no, I've got the top one. I can do that, yeah. And the engine, we've got the top one anyway, so there's not much more I can do. I can do storage. Thing is, the 8 lines didn't even fill what we had last time, did it? 10,000 for another 1,000. I think I'll leave that because we probably, maybe after this fishing trip, I don't know, I've got 50 grand, I'll get another hopefully 50 grand, maybe it'd be more. I could take out a loan, I might be able to then get a boat with 20 or 30 lines, because from what I've seen, and it depends how you want to play the game, how slowly, but obviously moving up through the boat, even if you're taking a loan and then paying it off shortly after, it's better because, you know, you could do 4 or 5 trips with say 8 lines, but if you can move up to the next boat and then suddenly do 20 or 30 deep fishing lines, then it's just a numbers game as far as that goes. But we'll do one more with this boat at least, possibly another one after that. Searchlight, let's have a look. So yeah, I don't think I need to spend 10 grand. So this is 500 meters, intensity 20. It's 1,000 meters, 15. Yeah, let's do this one for 3,000. And that's really about it. We're not doing the fishing quota. They're pretty expensive, but you can do those later on the bigger ships. Searchlight, yeah. Just thinking, I need to buy those, so let's spend that 12 grand. I don't know if when you change ship, because we've got this other, this shop thing here. I don't want to spend that kind of money. We're not actually. Good thing about the deep line tuna is you don't need to gut fish, so. 10 grand. Because I presume these you might get to keep regardless of your boat. Let's do those, and let's see if I can move up to steel hook. 10 grand. Nah, that's fine. I'm gonna. So just take that. Okay. Good to go. So now I need to find where the tuna is. Unfortunately, let me just check again. There wasn't any. I don't mind paying 3,000 for a more recent. But looks like we're not going to get anything for tuna. So we've got fast travels now to these things. I want to come over here so we unlock this. It's a shame with the mission, because I would take another mission, because you've got 12 days to finish it in, but yeah, faster boats, doing that later. But I mean, we might find some tuna on the way if we go across, so I'm gonna go, let's go here. I've got the crew, I baited the deep lines, repaired the ship, upgraded, yeah, so let's do that. Right, you'll see this probably get up to its 16. I can't remember what the... I knew what the aviation ones. Like you've got green and red, which side? I mean, I'm just going to go between them. But you're always meant to pass one colour on one side of your boat or something like that. So yeah, look, 15.7, 16 knots. Depending what the wind's doing. So that's pretty cool, you know, we've got lots of boats. I mean, that boat with 40 deep lines, and then once you've got a full catch, that would be pretty bad. Right, so what I'm going to do now then is I will, this deep bit here, we'll check for tuna on the way. I can't move the map any. That's so annoying. I can't plot my course because... Oh, there we go, it's a bit better. Right, yeah, let's just come straight out. Oh, so a couple little irons here, I need to... So what I'll do is I'll fast travel to there, we'll manually sail across here just in case we come across some tuna in this deep water. If we do, we can lay some lines and take in this port. If not, we'll just do this port anyway, so it's unlocked. I mean, we might miss tuna on the way, but that's fine. I think most of the tuna's miles away. Okay. It's night time. Okay, there is a tuna there, as it's got deep. Interesting. One symbol's not quite enough for me to chuck out all the lines. Right, so I mean, essentially, let me just put a route in, just so I've got it. It's basically there, 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 and there. Right, I might slow it. I don't know. This slow up, I don't think it affects the radar too much. It seems to. I was just thinking you'd probably get more hits on fish if you were going slower. I'm not sure it works that way in the game. Because now we're getting nothing. Let's just slow it right down. I need to probably Google that actually. Does speed affect the sonar in the game? I mean, at the moment nothing's coming up at 3 knots. It doesn't look like it does. Let's go 5-6 knots. kind of mistimed some dinner. It's actually going to be ready. Well, nothing else is coming up on the... Let's speed it back up again and let's go across at full speed. And there might still be tuna. So what I've read is that you're more likely to get more on per line if it's in the deep section. But we were in quite a deep section last time and we only mostly got a single one. So it's not always a given. God, we could have all kinds of names for our next boat, couldn't we? The crusty shell, the silly cod, my place. Me, myself and lobster. Answers on a postcard. So, this lights doesn't really look, I mean I know I'm going full speed here, but it doesn't really look much different from the last light. If you get the radar though, that's that thing spinning there, so it has enhanced it. It's very dark, it's like not even the moon out. Super dark. There's about 197 meters depth where we are, which isn't that much in the game. You can get stuff much deeper than that. It's actually very deep in real life. It's about 600 feet or something. This lights are up because we are going to turn left here a bit. I was driving straight for this island. So when we unlock this, I might keep this video quite short because I quite like to do all the baiting in the next one, and that's the time we get to the location. Because looking at the map just as we look, I mean I've got very little information. It's still down in the same place. That's all I've got. I mean, well, that stuff's tuna a day ago. That's more recent. So that's where we'd be going. So we'll probably drop the baits and pick all that stuff up in the next one. Let's see what we can find here and visit this port. So yeah, we made 100 grand on the tuna and doing that job. Nothing on the sonar. Kind of wish you could do pop-outs on these because I'd quite like to have some of these open all at the same time. So developers, if you're watching, some pop-outs and drag around so people can have as much on the screen at the same time as they want. It's a nice chill game though, enjoying it. It is a very, very dark night. Now there's a buoy. I wonder if that's my... I can't imagine anything else would be out there. It does places a manual... I think it is. I think it's just your marker. It's going to disappear when I go over it, I imagine. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's cool. I did see one of those earlier that I sort of drove past and thought, oh, what's that doing there? Now we know. Now we know. Right, let's go back to the sonar. Depth is coming up as we're now 128 meters. Right, I don't think we're going to get anything major now, so I might just fast travel this now. Let's see. Oh. What do we... Ingle's Head discovered. Oh, well, that's the... What was that? We went past it too quick. No. Right, never mind. It's dark, isn't it? Dark, dark, dark. On a dark, dark. I'm trying to think which side's the pier on. What's that thing? On a dark, dark night in a dark, dark forest, there was a dark, dark wood, and in the dark, dark wood was a dark, dark trees. In the dark. I can't remember the end of it now, but it's rather silly. Okay, so that is unlocked. Let's just have a look at the bar, if there's any tips here. Swordfish, pollock, tuna from a week ago. Well, it's free, we'll take it, but free ones tend to be a week ago. The other ones tend to be 3 days or less. Actually no missions here to do ports, so whether that's limited to how many of them you can do. What's the maximum loan they'll let me take now? I can take 110 out. So we've got this reputation, so I'm still a junior, so as we fish and do things that will improve. Let's just look at their fish prices. So their tuna's a lower price. Okay, fishing gear's all set. That's repair services. Well, I'll tell you what I was going to do. Just check. Yeah, I don't have another spot for a crew, so I don't think this boat can have more than one crew member. I was thinking of hiring another one and seeing if they would do it together. But we don't have a slot for that, so I'm not going to spend money on it and waste it. If we can't use them, we'll have to leave them behind. Right, I'll tell you what though, let's come out here to this thing. Let me just get some fuel. Maintenance. I just don't want to run out of fuel because the recovery services. Be a nightmare. Let's not ram it into the seawall. The work lights give illumination to the water. Really, a little bit. I expect it was a lighthouse or something, but I want to uncover them. Let's just put a marker. Let's do it and save some time. Grand Manan Island discovered. Okay, so yeah, if you want to do the manual into the ports, these areas, you can fast travel to, which is cool. And there's wind farms and other things. So I haven't got any. I'm sure there was something at the end of this point here that came up. Let's get rid of that. I want to come down here. And I want to come to there and there. I think it's probably a lighthouse. But let's do that. Hopefully won't hit anything. Oh, by the way, when I came up manually, I cut through this little gap up here. Saved a little bit of time, then go around the ends. There we go. I saw it flash up. We went to Yarmouth, but then it kind of disappeared. It's going to be a lighthouse, but let's get a little bit closer. Ram into the rocks. I would have thought I was close enough. Whoa. Full reversal for some reason. I need to be careful because God, if I was in a bigger ship, I wouldn't want to get any closer than this to get the discovery. There we go, Cape Fortune. Okay, that's cool. Now, did I had this wind farm down here, but I think that was in my test. It's somewhere down here. I'm just going to put a marker here and let's go there, see if I can find it, because that's a good fast travel. If you Oops, don't want that one. Don't hit that boat. Oh my goodness me. Oh, look at that. That was a good guess. It hasn't actually come up, but I'm gonna... Probably not quite in the right place, but we're not far out, are we? I think there was a tuna zone. Let's come up now. I think there's tuna around here. Somewhere around this wind farm. There's a couple of big boats around. That's not tuna, but that looks like a boat with big hauling nets. So I mean, there's crab fishing and lobster fishing, and then I've got these big trawler net boats in this game as well. There's definitely some tuna around here, whether it's a major. Let's get this unlocked as a fast travel. There's one tuna coming up here. I don't think it's the main zone. I still want to go to this area. So we'll try and maybe do this and then get to that area, and then I will end this video. And we then will do another set of deep lines. Make another 50 grand or so. If I've got... How much money have I got now? Remember, it's kind of weird, it doesn't show me. Look at my finance. We've got about 30 grand or something, haven't we? Wind farm discovered. Cool, okay. That's helpful. So, you know, if we need to get to any of these zones, we can fast travel here and then. So, I need to turn around. That was a day ago, so they're heading this direction. So, I will head. Oh, dolphins are out. Here he is. Dolphins love swimming alongside boats and racing them and stuff, don't they? Looks like a bit of an island there. Is that on the map? Oh, it's that. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure we missed that one. Right. Might stop a bit short. Lots of fish. Right, I am going to put a save in, and we'll carry on with this, and we'll lay out deep lines in this deeper part once we get to it. So let's do that now. Save. I can go over that slot. Overwrite. Yes. Money 33. So yeah, if I get 50, we'll have about 83. If I could get a loan of more than 100, that could give us about 200,000. Probably not enough for a boat just yet. Pretty much upgraded what we need to. Right. Don't forget, leave a comment, smash the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. And join me for the next part, where we'll do some more tuna. Hopefully, and we'll put Sadie to work. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon. Take care.